Hey, morning everybody. Pastor Tom, Rancho Christian Center. Welcome to the second cup of coffee. We're in the third week of our Christmas series, Finding Myself in the Christmas Story. Today we're going to talk about shepherds. And I love these guys. They're out in the field and they get angelic visitation. We talked about that a little bit like with Joseph last week. They get this angelic visitation. They get a choir. It's pretty amazing. And so you see that in Luke 2:15. And so they get to the end, the angels disappear, and it says in 15, so it was when the angels had gone away from them into heaven that the shepherds said to one another, let us now go to Bethlehem and see the things that came to pass, which the Lord has made known to us. So they're like, hey, let's go to Bethlehem. Let's find this kid. Let's find out what's going on. This is going to sound a little funny because it didn't really happen, but they all kind of hopped in the same accord and went to Bethlehem. You know, like a Honda Accord, right? They all got in agreement and they went to Bethlehem. My question for you today is, how long do you think they stayed in the accord? Verse 20 says, then the shepherds returned, glorifying God. They saw Jesus, talked to Mary and Joseph. Mary and Joseph were encouraged. Everybody's encouraged. We saw angels. We heard the da-da-da-da-da, right? So then they come back and they're praising God. How long do you think that happened? The reason I ask you that is sometimes we get revelation. Sometimes we get exciting things going on with God. Sometimes God speaks something to us, but it's the birthing of something. You look at a newborn, they're a little bit of nothing, right? It's not a whole lot to look at, especially if you're looking in a manger, right? So fast forward. Jesus goes to Egypt. Then he goes to live in Nazareth. And I'm sure some of these shepherds, if they're keeping track, we're like, who lives in Nazareth? Like, seriously? Then he goes to the temple at 12 or 13, and then he disappears. He's gone. We don't hear nothing about him until he's 30. So if you're their birthday, the little birthday of Jesus, how long are you staying in that revelation? Right? That doesn't mean you're excited all the time, but are you continuing in the revelation that God gave you and let it be built on line upon line, precept upon precept, or are you just letting it go? And that's an important thing to ask yourself in this season, right? How often am I really stirring the thing that God has spoken to me or the revelation God has given me? And if I'm not, I really need to be challenged on that. Why is that? Because if I'm not in that accord, there's another accord parked next to it that wants to invite me in. And it's out of Luke 14:18. It says, but they all with one accord began to make excuses. When I step away from what God has revealed to me, and I know to be what I'm supposed to be doing, guess what? When somebody comes to me and says, hey, Tom, can you do this for the kingdom of God? Hey, bro, sorry, man. Gotta go with my kids. I really spent too much time with my family. I gotta mow my lawn. These are all modern day examples of what happened in Luke when they said to him, Jesus is sending out saying, hey, it's a parable, but will you come to my marriage feast or this feast I'm giving? They're like, no, can't do that. We got all these other things to do. Why? They're in the wrong accord. I'm in the accord of excuse rather than the accord of agreement. So my question is, what accord are you in today? It's a good time to take evaluation and say, you know what, God, if I'm in the accord of excuse, I want to step out of that because this is the season of hope. This is a season of miracles, and I'm called to that. So, hey, we love you. We are so encouraged by you. We want to bless you this season. When you think about the shepherds, think about the unity that they were in that took them to Bethlehem to see the promise and say, God, have I stepped away from that in any place? And I want to step back into it if I have. All right, we love you. God bless you. Remember, on YouTube now, subscribe, like, share. We'd love for you to do that so other people can hear what's going on and be encouraged as well. You may have noticed the last three, we have these lovely cups, Rancho Christian Center, RCC, second cups of coffee. Isn't that great? If you'd like one, you can purchase one at the church. Just let us know, and we'll hook you up. God bless you, and we'll talk to you soon.